BobZenX here. I hope you guys had a great day in the simulation. I stumbled across this book. It was one of my favorite books when I grew up. The Diggedy Dog. And when I read it this time, it's so fucking sad. So, here we go. Bear with me. The Diggedy Dog by Al Perkins, illustrated by Eric Kearney. I was the saddest dog you could ever see. Sad because no one wanted me. The pet shop window was my jail. The sign behind me said for sale. I was tied to a bare, hard stone floor. I could not even dig for a bone. I was living all of my life alone. A dog that no one wanted to own. And then one day, at 4:30, Sammy Brown came in that door. Sam took one look at me and cried, "Why are you tied up? You're inside." I've always wanted a dog like you, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll take you out to the farm with me. You'll play outdoors you'll play outdoors where you should be. I felt as happy as a pup when Sam paid the man and picked me up. He rubbed my ears, he scratched my head. "I think I'll call you Duke," he said. Sam gave me a collar, he gave me a lead. We left that shop at tremendous speed. We were a long way out of town. We came to the farm of Sammy Brown. It was the nicest place I'd ever seen. A pretty white house in a field of green. Sorry, I'm a big softie. And in the shade of the apple tree, a special doghouse just for me. Next morning, while Sam did his chores, he let me run and play outdoors. I'd never played outdoors before. I'd always lived on that hard stone floor. I'd never run on a nice soft ground. Now I barked with joy as I ran around. Sam looked at me and scratched his head. "Duke, you need some friends," he said. He blew his whistle. He blew a blast, and many dogs came running fast. I'd never met a dog before. Now I was meeting 6 or more. They walked around and looked at me. They looked me over carefully. Then at last I heard them say, "He's one of us. He'll be okay." One dog who wasn't very big suddenly began to dig. The others started digging too, but that's something I could not do. I never learned to dig in that store. How could I on that hard stone floor? I tried to dig, but alas, I couldn't. I wiggled my paws. My paws just wouldn't. I felt on my ear, I fell on my face, I felt myself all over the place. Sorry, I'm big fucking softie here. The others said, "Duke may be big, but he's no good. He cannot dig." They struck their noses in the air. They walked away. They left me there. "I'll teach you, Duke," cried Sammy Brown. "I'll show you how to dig deep down." He crouched beside me. With his hand, he dug a hole in a pile of sand. I tried it too, but still I couldn't. I wriggled my paws just wouldn't. I never learned to dig in that store. How could I on that hard stone floor? Sammy sighed. I almost cried. My eyes and nose were full of dirt. My paws and claws and elbows hurt. I had a pain across my back. I never knew that I'd never get the knack. Woo! Sam felt sad, and I felt bad. If only I could make him glad. We both knew I'd never get it right. Sam and I couldn't sleep that night. So when the sun rose in the sky, I thought I'd give it one more try. I wriggled one paw, I saw I could. I wriggled the other, I saw I would. I could dig with my paws, I could dig with my claws. I felt no pain across my back. I knew at last I had the knack. Alright, sorry. Sammy Brown looked out at me. He saw me digging happily. I knew you'd do it if you tried, so I dug further, I dug faster, I dug and dug to please my master. I dug up grass, I dug up weeds, I dug up daisy, I dug up seeds. I dug up the fence, I dug up the gates, I dug up the garden of Mrs. Thwaites. Bitch. I dug up the rooster, I dug up the hens, I dug up the sheep and the pigs in their pens. This book is so tormenting to me. Anyhow, I dug and I couldn't stop. I dug up the barber in his shop. I dug up Mr. Rodney Thayer sitting in the barber's chair. I dug my way right through the town. I dug a lot of buildings down. I was having so much fun, I even dug up Highway 81. I came to a hill, I dug to the top, but all of a sudden, I had to stop. Right in front of me, looking down, there stood my master, Sammy Brown. Sam didn't smile or pat me on my head. He only glared at me and said, "I'm sending you back to that animal store. They'll tie you up to that hard stone floor. And you'll never, never dig anymore." I couldn't run, I couldn't hide. Dogs came at me from every side. When suddenly I knew there was this thing for me to do. I ran away from Sammy Brown. I dug a hole that went straight down. I left him standing up on top. I dug and dug, and I couldn't stop. Sorry. A little allergy issue. It's really good graphics. So he's dying in a well, by the way. I hear them way above my head. I get to hear every word they said. One dog growled, "He wrecked our town. This serves him right. Just let him drown." But Sam cried, "Duke, you've been bad. You made me sad instead of glad. But we're not going to let you die. We'll get you out. At least we'll try." Then last I heard him shout, "Maybe we can pull you out." Slowly, slowly down they came, each dog part of a log dog chain. I reached up, I touched the nose, I felt them lift me by my toes. Slowly, slowly, bit by bit, they drag me out of this pit. I thanked the dogs and Sammy Brown, and then I started back towards town. I knew I had to dig once more to fix things up as they were before. Jesus Christ. That's what I did. I dug back gates. I dug the garden of Mrs. Thwaites. I dug back the roosters and the hens. I dug back all the pigs in their pens. I dug all day in the summer sun. I dug back Highway 81. I dug everything in town, everything that I'd knocked down. The metaphor for me too, by the way. The graphics. Today when I dig, I'm careful now. I'm useful to Sam lets me plow. He'll never send me to that store or tie me up to that hard stone floor. My dog friends watch and wonder why they can't dig as well as I. I guess it's by Al Perkins. This book really fucked me up. Diggedy Dog. And by the way, uh, movie shout out. Don't watch Requiem for a Dream. BobZenX signing out. Shout out to Althea. She was my Uber driver. Sorry. Love you guys. We got this. Peace out. Have a great night. Love you.